It is golf time here in southern Arizona. The Cologuard Classic coming up beginning St. Patrick's Day week here in southern Arizona. Pleased to be joined by the new executive director of the Cologuard Classic, Dan Nentl with the Tucson Conquistadors. He has been involved with this tournament for a number of years, now stepping into the lead seat. Dan, how did they twist your arm to make you do this?
Oh, well, your arm kind of gets twisted a few years ago. When you look around and see all these structures that are just starting, that's when you're the operations director, and that's when you really decide if you want to take this path. And so that was a couple years ago, and this year I'm just fortunate to be able to, with my Conquistador brothers, to try to build something special for Tucson.
All right, so for people that don't know Dan Nentl, who are you? What are you about here in southern Arizona? How have you built your life here in our community?
Well, I'm a transplant from Minnesota. Got moved down here in the finance business, and myself and some partners, we own an investment firm in town, and I joined the Tucson Conquistadors 9 years ago because it's a way to make Tucson better. You know, the amount of the passion that the 55 actives and the 200 life and seniors that have done this before us, that have lifted us up. I mean, the fact that we've contributed in Tucson, Arizona, about $40 million to our mission, which is amateur sports, youth sports, and especially in underprivileged areas. And then the fact that for over 60 years, we've helped run a professional golf tournament consistently in Tucson, Arizona. It's something that's a labor of love. It's a lot of work. It's not for the meek, but it's fun.
Were you mentioned you're from Minnesota. Were you looking to maybe for a different climate? Was this just the right place for you to kind of grow this business that you were starting with your partners?
I was with a big firm, and they offered me an opportunity to move to Tucson, Arizona, and it just so happened to be 24 below zero. And my wife and I said, let's give it a shot. We signed a 2-year commitment in 1996, and we've been here ever since. So.
It certainly is not 24 below degrees today out on this beautiful,
look at this.
unbelievable. Okay, so this is the 3rd year here at La Paloma. What have you guys learned about this new facility over the first 2 years of the event?
You know what we've learned? The pros love it. They loved undulation. They loved the Bermuda grass, the ryegrass, everything that goes with it. The different grasses for the different fairways and greens. But it's a beautiful setting. I mean, just look around. It's fun for the fans. It's fun for television viewership. We'll be live on television this year. It's not without its some struggles. You know, it's a little bit less property than we had at the previous course. But this is our 3rd year. We've got it down.
So when you mentioned that, the less property, so how have you tried to do the things you guys were doing at Omni in a little bit of a smaller space?
Well, it has to do with the partnership with both the La Paloma Country Club and the Westin La Paloma. We utilize both areas, but little things like the TV compound that used to be out in the middle of nowhere at the Omni is kind of stuck into the lower parking lot that the employees use, and so we've figured it out. You know, the first year was challenging, but we've got it down, and I'm thrilled for what's upcoming.
Dan Nentl is our guest, executive director of the Cologuard Classic with the Tucson Conquistadors. I know that this is not necessarily, in terms of fans, the easiest course to walk.
Correct.
How have you tried to make that easier? Can you make that easier for the fans?
You can try. How we've done that is we have most of the venues south of Sunrise. There's very little activity that goes on north of Sunrise, except for the people that want to watch the pros, and they might have a favorite to follow around. But if you look around, all the structures for entertainment, for making sure that you have incredible viewing, is going to be on this side with a relatively short walk. Getting to Club 62 is a little bit of a hill, and where the military appreciation outpost is on 16, we have shuttles for those people that have been so integral to forming our country. So we're trying to do whatever we can to improve each year.
Yeah, I know that was always a very popular spot, for the Patriots, because it was like right there, kind of by the clubhouse. 16th, obviously in a different space here. Is that still, though, a very popular location for people to go?
You know what? I'm so pleased of what we do as Conquistadors that any person that's active or a veteran of military can show up with an ID for proof of their service, and we will shuttle them to the new location. And if you go to that new location, it literally looks east straight down the most majestic par 5, so they will get to see more golf than they were on 15.
Which was a par 3, if I remember.
15 is a par 4.
Oh no! Well, at the old course it was the old course
it was a par 3. Yeah,
which was kind of cool though, because it was, you guys had kind of the stadium build there. I always called it Tucson's, 16th, kind of like in name of Phoenix. Is it still the similar setup at this course with a little bit of a stadium backdrop?
100%. It's hole 17 this time, and that is where we have our stadium built. Obviously, we don't have people throwing cups and we don't have loud music, but we still have a great time. It's a great venue if you want to upgrade a general admission ticket to what they call the Club 62. It's a fantastic place to have some beverages, eat some food, and watch some amazing golf, and hopefully we have this exact weather.
How many different, upper level areas are there for fans, similar to Club 62 here?
So Club 62, it's probably the entry level is the Cactus Club Run at 15, which is a double-decker venue to watch. The beautiful shots coming from the south to the north on hole 15. And then the next one will be Club 62. There's also some Murphy's Landings, and then on, which is a kind of a more intimate 6-person private booth like you see up at Phoenix. And then we have the Cabanas on 18, Survivor Central on 15, Exact Sciences booth or tent on 15. So there's quite a few places to watch from, but at the same time there's many great hills and chairs to watch as a general admission.
Dan Nentl with the Tucson Conquistadors Cologuard Classic is our guest. What are some of the new things this year?
Well, biggest thing that we're proud of is the new double-decker tent that'll be on 15, the Cactus Club. But some of the things we're doing, I mean, with the Special Olympics on Monday, that is a special event. We have something that Hughes Federal Credit Union just sponsored for a youth golf clinic, where it's open to the public. A lot of the kids will be on spring break. They can come out here, get some instruction from a PGA professional. That's going to be fantastic. So you mentioned St. Patrick's Day. This year, the pairings party falls, to those people that wanted to play in the professional amateur tournament, the Pro-Am. We're having the pairings party on St. Patrick's Day, and so we'll have it Irish themed, of course, for my mom. Rest in peace. But that's going to be fantastic. The flyover is going to be with over 400 of survivors from colorectal cancer. Just the Exact Science and the awareness of colorectal cancer awareness and screening, and how you need to start doing that early. The last putt dropping, everything. As you can tell, I've been living this for a year. I'm super excited about it.
What did you, when you said you've been involved, obviously, since you came here with the Conquistadors.
9 years.
9 years.
Yep.
Yeah, but how long have you, were you immediately involved with the golf tournament when you first got here?
I was immediately a fan and someone who participated as a patron. I've been a Tucson Conquistador. This is my 9th year, and this year I am the tournament chairman. I've got 55 incredible active members of the Tucson Conquistadors that are here helping us build everything that you have around. And then there's 200 Tucson Conquistadors that have been doing this for the last 60 years that paved the way for us. So it's been here to help Tucson become a better place. And with our partnership with Exact, we're able to do it.
What did you personally, though, know about running a golf tournament?
Nothing.
How did you learn how to do that?
Well, here's how it works. When you're a first-year Tucson Conquistador, you're in parking. So you don't see the joke is you don't see the grass for 2 years. So I was in parking for the first year. Then I ran the cart barn my second year, which is there. I'm changing tires as pros need a new cart, etc. Third year I was working in the Pro-Am, and then you just kind of matriculate up. And it was a path that I was passionate about because I see what we do to the community.
You guys still have Buc-ee's.
We still have Buc-ee's, and that actually is a nice place to unwind and actually get some sunscreen because if it was like this, we're all going to be sunbirds. Yeah.
You mentioned some of the partnerships. There's a partnership with the food bank this year.
Yes.
Walk us through what that is and how that's going to work.
Yeah, the Community of Food Bank of Southern Arizona, if you want to go to their website and you make a small donation of $5 or more, they'll give you a free ticket. Or you show up on Saturday, the 21st, and you bring a non-perishable item of food, and you're let into the tournament for free. All right? That's amazing. We have a brand new partnership with the Empower Coalition, where they're on Folds of Honor on Friday, Wear Blue Friday, and so what they're doing with our help is they're giving away $60,000 to military families that are in need. So that's a brand new partnership. I already mentioned the Hughes Federal Credit Union with the youth clinic. Obviously, the partnership with Exact Science and the colorectal cancer screening is the reason we're here. The mission for us is underprivileged youth in sports. We have this year a brand new, thanks to Mr. Click, we have an adaptive golf group playing in the Pro-Am, which is super exciting. The Special Olympics I talked about. We're big contributors to the University of Arizona's golf program. So the partnerships that we have and the hundreds of thousands of dollars that gets distributed throughout the southern Arizona is really powerful. And then we're not even talking about the economic impact of everyone flying into town. You know, somewhere around 17% of the participants that come to this tournament are coming from Phoenix. We've got another 10-12% that are flying in, and they're staying in hotels. I mean, Visit Tucson and Felipe Garcia has mentioned to us that the economic impact is around $25 million just for that week that we're here.
Wow. Dan Nentl is our guest, Tucson Conquistadors and the Cologuard Classic. A pretty popular and famous golfer turned 50 this year. His name is Tiger. His name is Tiger Woods. Do you think we'll see Tiger play this event at any point?
I would be lying if I didn't tell you I've been asking. I talked to the leadership of the PGA Champions Tour. I was at their meetings last January, and I said, Tiger's turning 50. Any chance? They said right now he's worried about his son golfing. But now that I understand his son's going to Florida State, maybe. Now it's one of those things. Be careful what you ask for. You know, we have a wonderful tournament. In fact, I want to say that it's the second most attended PGA Champions Tour event of all that tour.
Wow.
We average between 8,000 and 9,000 people a day. You throw Tiger at us, we're going to jump to 30,000 people in that day. And we don't know if we have the infrastructure, but here's what I can tell you: we will make it work. Because you know what? That'll be great for Tucson and Southern Arizona. So we'll figure it out. I didn't think the chances are slim, but believe me. Let's challenge me. Let's do it.
I know you guys. You start planning for this probably back last April. So
the second the final putt dropped, we start working on who's going to be in our concert. We start figuring out how can we improve this. You start figuring out TV contracts. I mean, you start out in April. Use your term, one meeting a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, and we're to the point now where we're meeting 5 days a week. So. To be a Tucson Conquistador is a passion of ours, and to help Southern Arizona. But it's not easy on the family. I mean, my sons are now in college. I missed a lot of sports, but again, we do it to help Southern Arizona.
We haven't even talked about the concert this year. Well, what will fans expect out of Rialto Park again?
It's at Rialto Park again in Military Appreciation. We've got some amazing sponsors, Dependable Health. We've got ICCU is a brand new sponsor for the military package this year. I feel we have the best lineup, but I'm maybe biased because I helped build it with our concert team and Page Rep. But we have the headliner is Lady A, who just played at the Grammys. They're fantastic. The next band that will be playing before them is a band called Parmalee, somebody that I'm quite fond of. I didn't know who they were, and then I started playing them on the golf course, and I like them. The next one is Red Farin, who I'd never heard of, who my son loves. And then we have a local kind of legend, Leanne Savage, who's going to be for there. And then Desert Diamond Casino just finished the Battle of the Bands. And the winner of that is going to be our opening act.
That's awesome. We were involved in that over at Cumulus Media.
Yeah, so that was fantastic, and we're excited for all that. And it's at Rito Park, and it's going to be fantastic. There is actually Culinary Dropout, and that team is actually building their own little box that we can have TVs. Heaven forbid the Wildcats are playing that day. Please play on Thursday or Saturday. But based on them, bear down, getting a number one seed, they'll be playing on Friday and Sunday, and so we're going to have tons of TVs all over. Brand new activation right to your left is the Fun Zone. That's going to have huge big screen TVs so that people can, if they want to say, I'm going to take a little break, see from golf and go watch the NC2A tournament, we're going to have plenty of activation for that. There's going to be concession stands there. So we understand what we're up against. We all are rooting for the Cats with all of our heart. We're also rooting for the Cologuard Classic, and so we're going to make sure they both can coexist.
Are you a college guy? What's your school?
I went to their Division I now, University of St. Thomas. Go Tommies.
Yeah.
It's in St. Paul, Minnesota.
You a hockey guy too, coming from Minnesota?
And my wife's a Gopher, and so look at all the Gophers that were just on the Olympic team.
Any guys from St. Thomas make the U.S. team? No.
No.
Well, they're still pretty good in hockey, though, right?
Yeah, but they have a big winning streak in basketball. But yeah, they just became Division I, so they're not. There's 6 Division I hockey schools in Minnesota, so they're the newest one.
So you've played this course. What's your favorite hole?
18.
18.
Which is Hill 9. Yeah, 18. It's a hard one because they have to lay up, but watching those pros just carve it up, it's great. I love on the tournament holes, 16 as well, the par 5, which is where the military will be able to overlook it. That's a majestic hole. But reality is, if you've had the good fortune of walking around this course and you look at the Catalina Mountains, it's pretty difficult to be unhappy. It doesn't matter where your ball goes.
So you running this tournament this year, what's your term? Is it 1 year or 2 years?
We already know that next year Paige Rep will be the tournament chairman next year.
Wow, Mr. Dusk Music Festival.
Mr. Dusk. and we know that. And then what will happen is this year we'll figure out who will be following in his stead, if you will.
So what's the role after a year that you lead this tournament? Is it
Retirement. And you become what they call a life conquistador.
an emeritus?
An emeritus, and that just means different rules. You're still welcome to participate. You're still welcome to fundraise for Southern Arizona, but I won't be out here seeing where they're setting the structures or setting up the cart barn or anything like that.
Hey, Dan, we always appreciate the opportunity to talk to you. It's a great event out here. We're looking forward to it. Hopefully we get some of this amazing weather we've had over the last month. Continued success with everything you're doing.
Thank you so much.